Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 7 of Let's Play Aleph, the hardcore D&D style CRPG made on RPGMaker. Let me just go ahead and get the music right. I'm going to go ahead and continue. So far so good, guys. I hope you're doing well. I say so far so good with our playthrough. We are back in Airman. We picked up the very cool Thirster weapon, an enchanted wooden hammer for myself. Let's go ahead and try to get Halother a better weapon. Do we have any gold? We have 83 gold. If I can remember where I saw the weapon, I think it was over here somewhere. Okay, that's like... Let's actually explore more of Airman. If we stumble upon the weapon, we'll get there, but... Timothy the Grocer. The grocer is slight of build with a disheveled appearance. He smells vaguely of cheese, bread, and meat. Be sure to keep a good supply of food on hand. Starvation is not a noble death. Be sure to stock up before you go. He's got food. I think we do have a cooking kit. I don't have a ton of food right now, but we basically have to get in some combat and get more gold. Let's see here. Caleb the blacksmith, do you have what I'm looking for? No. Getting a pickaxe would be a good idea, though. As would be a hatchet to make some early game money. I would imagine mining and stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a pickaxe, and let's see what we can sell. The spare iron longsword for 12. We don't have a slashing weapon. Well, we have the iron claymore. So we'll sell the iron. Can pretty much sell the leather cloak. It's only worth 4 gold, not even worth selling. We have an iron spell shield. A wooden targe. Let's sell the iron chainmail helmet. And... go ahead and sell the other wooden targe. We have 88 now. Let's see, do I want a hatchet or do I want to go get a new weapon for Halother? Let's go see if we can get the new weapon, which I think was over here somewhere. There was this place. I think we were in here. Were we? I don't know. I don't think so. Who's this? Milo the barkeep. The barkeep is tall and thin, but he works quickly with his hands, deftly pouring drinks. Looking to purge the realm of evil, eh? Why don't you start down south with Lethargus? Place has been crawling with the undead for as long as I can remember. Alright. So that seems to be the first place to check out. What do you have? He sells that stuff. No, I have to reload because I actually took an ale. Oh my gosh. Let's see if... Oh, good. Gotta be careful. Here we have Bethany the tavern maid, a young well-proportioned woman who teases a smile. The tavern is always open for the likes of a seer. I've only ever heard stories of seers past. It's said that a seer only appears when the realm is in dire trouble. Is this true? I'm not sure. I suppose some things are a mystery even to seers, but still, there has to be some reason why you're here. What are you having, love? Okay, she sells the same stuff. Oh, there's a... looks like a bow or something. No? Sausage, maybe? Alright. So that's the inn. Not as bustling as I expected, but... these look like walls, or is there actually a building down here? There is a building down here, and this is the building with the weapon. The wood crafting place. So let's come on in. Which one was it? Jeweler. Wait a minute. This isn't the woodcrafters? Huh. Where the heck was the woodcrafters? Woodworkers. Is this it? Yes. Have a look at my wares here. You have a bunch of decor. Must have been you then. Marcus. Yes, you had a wooden hammer. I don't know if that's two-handed. It looks two-handed. Because it's a big old hammer. Let's save first. And go ahead and purchase it. Yep, it's two-handed. Dang. So weapon upgrades, a little tricky. Of course, we did get the, what was it, the Thirster? Maybe we can go after another weapon if it's close by. That sounds pretty fun. Or we can go meet Lady Molly. We can go hunting. A lot of different things we can do. Probably want to finish exploring Airmen. I want to say we pretty much have. I should get a fishing pole because that also will make a difference in my food stock. Okay, that's the tavern we were just in, right? And you were Tim the grocer. Phala Thorn, a rather plain woman of some years. Seers of old would often leave offerings of food at the bases of statues of empathy. It showed not only their empathy, but modesty, temperance, and piety as well. Good to know. Attack. No. Leave alone. Oh, is that a... that's an empathy. Silly Hollow, a small peculiar person. His ears are long and pointed. You have never quite seen anyone like him before. Well, howdy do. Not much time, so I'll be seeing you. Oh. He disappeared. Offerings of food. See, that's the one thing we don't really have a lot of, though. But despite not having a lot... oh, we can drop. I suppose I could drop moldy bread. Cheese wedge. Okay, apparently it worked. And we can drop more. Interesting. I do want to get a... oh, Mern the Traveler. A well-traveled man with a dark complexion. He wears a mismatch of clothing from different areas of the world. Where is he? Have you used the shimmering mirror, Seer? They are these crystal-like objects. When you touch one, it will teleport you to another crystal. Which one depends upon the time of day and how the light refracts from it. Nobody really knows where they came from. I think they are ancient hail gear. Probably. I wouldn't give you alms because you're well traveled, so you have money. Come up here, maybe. Wow, there's way more up here. Who are you? Tella, we talked to you. This was a what shop? I see an anvil and a magic hat. Cloth, right, the tailor. And this was someone's house? Right. Where we got some books, which I keep saying we're going to read. We have to read those. Or not have to, but I want to. We can come up here, see what's north. Okay, we have been up here. I wonder if running around makes the hunger go up faster. Don't know. Let's go talk to Lady Molly, shall we? Or actually, let's go in front of Lady Molly's crib. And let's stand right here and go ahead and check out some of these books that we have. We can also sell the books that we've read, which is good. So I've read Guide to Attributes. Have I read Anathema? Yep. Yeah. The Aleph of Principles by Seer Virya. From what I have learned in my years in this realm, which is far different from where I came from and miss dearly, is that a seer's task is to uphold and master the 7 principles. No doubt you have already heard of them: bravery, temperance, modesty, sincerity, empathy, wisdom, and piety. Each of these 7 principles has an epitomical Aleph out in the world. These are large, extremely old stone structures. If you place your hand upon it, you can hear a voice. I know not who it is, but I can guess. If you have mastered the principle of the Aleph, it will grant you a powerful boon that will protect you for the rest of your life. Although I have not achieved mastery in all 7 principles yet, it is said that an even greater boon awaits. These boons will make you extremely formidable to your foes. I'm hoping to allay some confusion as to how to master these principles with this book. Let's begin with bravery. This one is simple enough, I feel. Confront your enemies and do not flee, and you will gain in bravery. For temperance, resist the temptation of taking what is not yours, and give your gold to others and decline rewards. For modesty, do not boast of yourself or your actions, and put others before yourself. For sincerity, always tell the truth and do not steal. For empathy, give to the poorest souls that you can, offer them any mercy that you can afford. For wisdom, learn all that you can, read books, and even solve riddles and puzzles in some of the more dangerous places. Your piety will grow as you master each of the above principles, as it is the governor of them all. It is your adherence to the principles. Each principle not only has an Aleph, but each was championed by a great person long ago. Each of these people became so beloved by the people that special cairns were created in their honor. Tithing at each respective cairn will help you on your path to mastering each of the principles. These are the 7. Sir William Ellis, the fallen knight, known for his bravery. Dame Sky Salat, the shooting star, known for her wisdom. Sir Brandon Maricus, the Black Tower, known for his modesty. Sir Oscar Lyle, the Sword of the Deep, known for his sincerity. Dame Orist Brightwater, the Red Tide, known for her piety. Sir Vorus Camber, the Guillotine, known for his temperance. And Sir Greystone March, the Breaker of Bread, known for his empathy. Those names I'm sure will come up again. The Hellbrand Family by Varen Kalor, Master Historian of House Kalor. Ermhald Hellbrand, the sole son of the Hellbrands, who were a wealthy aristocratic family of traders. Emerald was believed to have a passion for history and antiquities, later in his life specializing in collecting rare weapons and armors through his travels. He was known to be a stern and strict man and required a cane to walk in his later life. He was succeeded by his youngest daughter, Eris Hellbrand. Upon his daughter's coming of age, he joined a military organization, much to the disapproval of Ermhald. In his anger, he left on one last indeterminate journey that he had not returned from. He is presumed deceased. Selena Hellbrandt, Irmhald's wife. She died 5 years after the birth of their daughter Eris. She was reportedly beautiful with golden hair and was known to be very kind. Iris Hellbrandt, the elder sister of Eris Hellbrandt, she studied magic at the Isle of Gleonissa. However, due to general frailty and weakness, she was unable to pursue her learning for long. Being sickly, when she returned home, she rarely left the mansion, but did accumulate some tomes of arcane knowledge. She has a knack for learning history like her father, along with archaeology and geography, even to the point of combining her two interests, and creating the cartography spell. She passed away 3 years past due to her general condition of health. Eris Hellbrandt, the surviving daughter of the Hellbrandt family and current ruler of the Hellbrandt Manor. She is deemed fair in both quality of person and features. Her time with the military organization known as the Knights of the Priory has led her to becoming a formidable combatant. Luckily for Eris, she did not inherit whatever malady that inflicted her older sister Iris So they were a wealthy, aristocratic family of traders. Treatise on Magic. Treatise on Magic by Martin Wordsworth, Second Wizard House of the Scroll. The conjuration of flame from nothing fills small folk with a sense of awe. The flame's very existence, where it had not existed a moment previous, befuddles the small folk's every sense, and thus they can only attribute it to magic. But, much as the stars were found to not be gods, and the ocean to not be endless, so too is the mystery of magic, not impossible to unravel. I would dare say that magic is not even the proper term to coin for the art, and I would venture to suggest the word transmutation. The nature of magic, or transmutation, is simple and is distilled into two specific parts: create something where it did not exist before, or decreate something that did exist. However, I dare say it is impossible to create something from nothing, and to turn something into nothing. As example, take the flame, a common magical conjuration of the first circle all the way through the ninth. The flame flickers into existence at the fingertips of the wizard or hedge wizard. It is not the flame that appears out of thin air, but the transmutation of the very air itself. Does not a campfire require air to flourish? The very surrounding air transmutes, giving fuel to the flame, carefully focused by the wizard to be used in specific tasks, such as hurling said flame at a foe or merely lighting a candle. Another related example would be the conjuration of ice. Ice forms naturally in the frozen north, a common effect of the cold upon water. So a wizard that conjures ice does not create ice from nothing, nor even from the air as if a flame. The wizard conjures the ice through the water that permeates everything, even in the hottest of deserts, drawing from themselves if need be. If the creation of something from nothing is impossible, so the opposite rings true as well. Common misconception of magic is that it can make something simply vanish, disappear as if it never existed at all. This is truly not the case. Take the ninth circle entropy spell, for example. To the small folk, such a terrible and horrendous spell makes a man rot before their very eyes until nothing is left of him at all but a foul odor. But did the man truly disappear? No, says I. The man merely transmuted into something the eye cannot see. When a plant dies and decays, does it wither out of existence? No, it crumbles and rots into the very ground, though the eye cannot see it. The same as with the entropy spell. The unfortunate man to have such a spell cast upon him would find that, much like a plant, his small decaying remains become little more than impossible to see residue for the ground. The man is essentially transmuted into a different, perhaps less desirable form. But what to make of a spell such as the teleportation spell, where the wizard instantly travels from one place to another in the blink of an eye? Both aspects of transmutation occur simultaneously. The wizard's corporeal being is deconstructed and then reconstructed in a different place. Nothing is truly destroyed or brought into existence during this process, merely shifted around instantly. Pretty cool. Deathcap Findings by Martin Wordsworth, Second Wizard House of the Scroll. The small blackish-brown proliferations are curious indeed. To the common eye, a deathcap looks no different than the abundance of many other mushrooms and fungi that litter the lands, but a discerning eye will locate the smoother underside and tiny specks of red discoloration around the top edge and body that makes the deathcap unique. Contrary to the name, the deathcap is not overly harmful to man any more than eating bark off a tree. The taste is bitter, and there is very little in the way of pleasing texture, but the deathcap is relatively safe to consume in small quantities. Eating larger quantities can result in painful stomach cramps and vomiting. Sorry if I'm a little stuffed up, guys, and talking through my and I sound it. Death caps enjoy a particular sort of notoriety among alchemists and wizards, for the unique mushroom seems to hold certain magical qualities. I cannot personally vouch for certain as to the magical nature of the death cap, but it does seem to have certain qualities about it which make it a potent ingredient for alchemists. The death cap is one of the primary ingredients used in sleeping powder. Eating a death cap, however, does not make one any more tired than eating a cabbage or a leek, so the key must be the process and other minor ingredients used in the making of the powder. Alchemists grind the dried death cap into a fine powder in a mortar and mix it with leaf of heather and blighted carnation. Without the crushed death cap, the other two ingredients do little to nothing on their own, so a certain property exists within the crushing of the death cap to create the potent sleeping powder. Strangely and almost completely conversely, the death cap is used to enhance the strength and potency of other poultices and concoctions. However, the death cap is prepared in a manner different than the sleeping powder. Instead of drying the death cap and crushing it in a mortar, the fresh death cap is boiled in a flask, turning the water murky brown with its essence. When added to a brewing concoction, the effect of the concoction is enhanced greatly. Unrelated to alchemy, the cooked death cap is a primary addition to seasoned Arskamon chicken. So a few little recipe ideas there for the death cap. Pretty cool. Trade pack with Arskama by Lord Clayson Almsey of Nyssa. Hail, your grace, it is with urgent hand I write to you. The circle of rot I wrote to you 2 dark moons ago is growing unabated. It has swallowed up the whole of the school of magic and all of the crops. I have given orders to relocate people closer to the western coast. We need assistance, your grace. We are unable to sow new crops, nor is any of the old harvest usable. The blight spreads and destroys more land each day, and we are no closer to finding the cause of it than before. What we need is food. I suggest a new trade pact between Nyssa and the House of the Fallen Knight. As always, we remain your faithful vassals, but we are willing to trade what remains of the scrolls, ingredients, parchments, and other items of magical quality salvaged from the sinking school of magic for enough food to last the winter. There are not many people left to feed, so it would not need to be much. I send this note to you with a gift, a token of our good faith, as it pleases your grace. In humility, Lord Clayson Almsey of Nyssa. I don't know where we picked that up, but... Book, The Coming of the Dark Father, Part 1, and this will be the last one we read for now, I think. By Varen Kalor, Master Historian of House Kalor. In the plains west of what would become known as the Mountains of Plaguebringers, a small group of men and women settled into a tribe. They had fled from the roving band of horrors time and time again, and felt they had finally found a land where they could feel at peace. Everywhere else they had been, terrible creatures hunted them without mercy, until only a few remained. To the east was a great mountain range, which protected them from wandering creatures, and to the north, south, and west was a great ocean, which provided food and a potential means of escape if necessary. Being out of sight of the monsters, the tribe hunted game freely, fished, and even learned the very beginning basics of agriculture. Their numbers slowly grew, and their buildings became more sophisticated, firstly being made of little more than straw and mud, to being made of stone and thatch. A young woman who had just given birth was celebrating the new arrival into her family when yells were heard on the outskirts of their small township. Several men ran through town yelling warnings that creatures were spotted coming through the mountains. The young woman, in fright, wrapped her infant boy in a bundle of cloth and began moving towards the sea. She could not move fast, having been drained terribly from the ordeal of giving birth, and other townsfolk quickly outpaced her. Before long, she heard terrible, godless shrieking howls coming from the township she had just left behind. When she looked back, she saw warg-wolves, giant bestial men the size of a dwelling, sprinting in her direction in pursuit of the townsfolk. She knew she could not outrun the creatures. They were too fast, and even the faster townsfolk would be overtaken very quickly. In desperation, she tucked her baby boy into a dense patch of weeds and covered his skin with mud to mask his scent, and then she ran as fast as she could in the opposite direction. In mere moments, she was overtaken by the warg-wolves, and not much after that, so were the rest of the tribe, well before they could ever make it to the ocean. Lots of interesting stuff left for sure, but, we'll slowly read through these. Let's do one more, The Age of Nights, by Varen Kalor, Master Historian of House Kalor. 300 years later, everywhere that the Hailgear and mankind spread, they thrived. Dozens of colonies were established throughout the lands. The roaming bands of monsters which once plagued the lands were driven further and further into the recesses of shadows. Together, the Hail Gear and mankind furthered all knowledge of magic as well, leading to new types of spells being created. Diplomacy was used to great effect for keeping the colonies linked together and unified against any threat that arose. However, things did not remain peaceful forever. After several generations, the likes of mankind had seemingly forgotten the simple fact that the Hail Gear were the ones who had taught them everything that they now knew and used to survive. Although the Hail Gear were generally considered equals or even superior by many of mankind, certain groups of people began to resent the Hail Gear and their sometimes superior stature. This created friction, which eventually led to a small uprising in one of the colonies by a group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Man, leading to the slaughter of all of the Hail Gear therein. Once word reached the other colonies, the Hail Gear leaders were appalled by the lack of respect towards their kind by humans. For all that they had given to man and for all that they had taught them, they were turning on those who were their saviors. The Hail Gear openly reprimanded the actions of the Brotherhood, and this pushed other of men towards the Brotherhood's cause upon learning it. Tensions mounted between the two races, severely straining diplomatic relationships. One evening, a group of men belonging to the Brotherhood snuck into the Hail Gear leadership's palace of Gleanessa, while arriving in secret by boat. With skill and purpose, they slit the throats of numerous Hail Gear leaders and left behind their specially gilded daggers to show who was responsible. The next day, the Hail Gear people became outraged, and that outrage poured forth in the following days to the colonies, causing a violent backlash. Some Hail Gear took revenge into their own hands and attacked man. Mankind defended themselves, and before long a bloody civil war broke out between the two races. Man used the magic and weapons they were taught to use by the Hail Gears against them. In some colonies, the Hail Gear took control. In other colonies, mankind, and yet other colonies burned. Countless thousands had died, and dead bodies littered the grounds in and around the colonies. There were not enough people to properly bury or burn all of the dead, so many of the bodies were left where they fell. Mankind outnumbered the Hail Gear people greatly, and over the course of several months, managed to take colony after colony under their control until the Hail Gear people were pushed back to Gleanessa. A powerful Hail Gear wizard and prophet gathered a group of like-minded Hail Gear to create a magic spell, which would either stop the violence or destroy humanity entirely. The group of powerful wizards became known as the Arcane Sanctum. However, the Arcane Sanctum became rushed as a fleet of human ships appeared off the coast of Gleanessa, ferrying an army intent on destroying or subduing the Hail Gear for good. The army disembarked upon the shore of Gleanessa and began marching towards the Great Library, and the remaining Hail Gear, of which few remained. The Arcane Sanctum was forced to cast his spell immediately or perish. The wizard prophet stood before the army of men, surrounded by his group of wizards, and began casting the spell of singularity. The wizard combined with his spell ingredients a fragment of Amirthrian's black bones and a prism of light, once safeguarded by Echo generations past. The intent of the spell was to pacify the humans' lust for blood, to quell their innate desire to destroy. However, the spell was prepared in haste, and the effects would be unknown to the wizard prophet until after the spell was cast. Once the spell was completed by the Arcane Sanctum, the day instantly turned into night in a matter of minutes. The soldiers were momentarily confused by the sudden change, but this did not stop them from wanting to achieve their goal. They quickly surrounded the Arcane Sanctum, and after a brief but very violent battle, slaughtered them. As the wizard prophet's blood seeped into the earth, an ominous groan came from the ground. The Dark Devourer's bone fragment vibrated violently on the ground and radiated an aura of darkness. That fragment quickly expanded in size, and in a flash, which destroyed all of the humans' eyes, the great terror anathema was unleashed, a manifestation of all wicked and evil virtues within mankind. Anathema destroyed the feeble and blinded army of men and lay waste to the island of Gleanessa, forcing the few remaining Hail Gear to flee and seek refuge elsewhere. It would be a long time before the perpetual veil of darkness would be lifted. And one more, just to make it even with the columns. Book Water Elementals by Captain Jeer Swiftwater of the Giant's Hammer. Stuart Thymstead. The shipment is gone, I'm afraid. I took the path along the western coast south of Nysa, past Knight's Landing like you said to. That went fine enough. Once past the rocky shore, we break for the open sea heading south with a strong headwind. But that is as far as we gotten. In all my days of shipping, I ne'er seen nothing like it. At first, it appeared as if the waves of water turned against itself, crashing and banging like that. But it was what happened after that was the most queer. 1, then 2, then 3, then more than I could count on one hand since I lost pointer and thumb. Water elementals, you see, and not just plain old ones neither. These ones were big as all the ocean and with as much fury. The red dragon and the graceful lady both capsized. My crew fought best they could against one of them water beasts, though we were short of wizards, what with Aaron and Martin not given any to protect the shipments. Though my giant's hammer did succumb to most grave of thrashings, I'm afraid. The whole of the shipment with it and the others, about 1 of 5 men, came ashore alive. I'll take my men south through the Blackwood. Haps the Oak Lords will give shelter and provisions. Captain Swiftwater, the giant's hammer. Jeer Swiftwater. Huh, that's interesting. So we have a mortar and pestle. If I click it... Oh, it's got the recipes here. Oh my goodness, we just need the ingredients. Look at this. It takes 5 ginseng though for a great one. Oh, that is great. That'll help a lot. That we can make these beautiful. And it's got all the other ones that we can make too, apparently. Maybe there's more. I don't know. Removes all poisons. Yeah, we should probably make one of purity, but I don't want to make anything yet. I just wanted to see it. Sewing kit. Spun cloth, wool that's been spun into fine sheets, leather straps, and then we can make some decorative banners, some cloth stuff, some magic stuff, some leather. Wow, we can make quite a bit of stuff. Let's see here. We need 3 spun cloth and 2 potions of full mana to make a mage's cloak. Huh, so it even combines with other crafting. Like we can make the mana potions and such. Cloak of living growth, huh. So if I wanted to make like... Oh, that's not too bad. Enchanted wizard hat, enchanted cloth boots, magic wizard hat. Oh, we need walker brambles. I don't know where to get those. Unholy needs a demon skin. Hardened leather needs... Oh. Actually, we have everything for hardened leather. We just need, like, the piece of leather themselves. Let's try this. Let's go ahead and remove... the leather tunic. Let's save, by the way, because we read those books. This game is fascinating to me, guys. I hope it is to you as well. And let's try the hardened leather tunic and see what this does. Cool. We made it. Okay, gives 23 HP. 5 defense, 4 resistance, 2 agility, 5 luck. A tunic made of hardened leather. It has a waxy surface and thick shoulder pads. I didn't get to see what it was before, though. But surely that's got to be better. If it's hardened leather, let's see what normal leather does. 12, 2 defense. Let me do something. Let's look at the regular leather. Oh yeah, we only get 14 HP, only 3 defense, 2 resistance, 2 agility, 3 luck. So defense and HP goes up, it seems. Can't beat that though. We don't lose anything, so might as well go ahead and make the hardened leather. Cool. So it also does more resistance, an extra point of resistance, and 2 extra luck. Wow. That's well worth it. Should probably do the same with the head and the boots. Can we do something for Halot there? Oh man, we can really upgrade. We should get into blacksmithing too for weapons. That's probably the way to go. We can get some enchanted gear for him. Cool, let's see what we need. Say I wanted enchanted. He has a cloth wizard's hat. Enchanted is probably better. A blue hat made of enchanted cloth. Magical runes have been sewn above the rim. We need spun cloth and a potion of major mana. We could also go magic wizard's hat. Red hat made of magic cloth. The very stitches are shaped like magic runes. Oh, we don't have the walker brambles. I don't know if we can buy them either. But there's that. I think we have good cloaks with the mage's cloaks. I don't see a reason for... maybe the magic cloth, the unholy cloth, stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and make the enchanted stuff, I guess, which needs like 2 spun cloths, or we should get him the robe. What does spun cloth take? Spool. And spool takes wool. So let's do 3 spools. And let's do 3 spun cloths. Let's go ahead and see if we can make a full potion in alchemy. Probably not. And we need stuff we haven't even seen. Gazer's Eye. I don't know why I'm doing this, because yeah, we're not going to be able to get a hold of a full potion of mana right now, are we? A potion of major mana. Yeah, we should be able to get a hold of a potion of major mana. That shouldn't be too much to ask. Oh, we have 3 frost leaves. Let's go see if we can buy one. From whoever had the potions. What was it? Oh, Sergeant. Probably the person up here, the healer. Oh, the healer was in an unmarked building. Come on, give me a potion of major mana. Ah, just great health. But we can go ahead and go check the actual alchemist. I forgot about the alchemist. It is evening. There's the potion bottle alchemist. Walland. Ah, just great health. Dang, man. We can't buy the stuff we need. Is there anything we can do with a great health potion? Probably not. Alright, so we aren't going to be crafting that stuff until we can get a hold of a major mana. I could make him cloth boots though. So why don't we go ahead and try that? Let's go ahead and make cloth boots, which is 3 spun cloth. Okay. And let's see what this does for him. Gives him 3 more MP, loses 11 HP, loses 2 defense but gains 1 intelligence, 1 agility, and loses 1 luck. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Boots made of thin material. Looks pretty good. Let's go for that hardened leather. Probably a good idea to do all the leather that we have in that style. What do we need? Oh, we can do it now. Right now, let's do the helm. Helmet made of thick, hardened leather. It has 2 flaps of leather to protect the sides of your face. Okay, I should have seen what it did first, but no doubt this will be better. 14 HP. 3 defense, 2 resistance, 1 agility, 3 luck. Same idea. And for boots, we're going to need more water, so let's go get water. This is saving us some, a lot of money. Plus we can invest in more tools, more food. We can give more food to the Shrine of Empathy. Where was that well? There it is. Found water. Alright, oh wait, do we want cloth boots? Well, right now we don't have much in the way of magic. I mean, I could potentially make cloth boots. Those are his only spells. Right now, Intervention or Seer Strike is not a magical attack. Well, Light Enhanced, it's magic enhanced. But, we'll just go ahead and make the hardened variety. We can make bandages and splints, that's good too. Hardened leather boots, take a leaf of heather, a pure blossom. Cool. Pretty significant upgrade early on here. They're even way better than the Iron Chainmail. 14 HP, 3 defense, 2 resist, 1 agility, 3 luck. Okay. So that's about it for now until we get a hold of a major mana potion. My next idea is to go get a blacksmith anvil. And check that out. Let's eat a little bread. Still not going to get to Molly today, probably. This is some sort of magic shop. Maybe I can get a mana potion here. Have we talked to you? No. Innsba the Scribe. Smelling of parchment and ink, the scribe has an aura of the arcane surrounding her. She wears traditional hail gear garb. A younger noble lady passed through recently looking to replace her lost collar. She called it her collar of great potential. I wonder where it could have been lost. Collar for midnight? Spells are useful to those with knowledge, Seer. Oh, we can buy scrolls. Oh my gosh. And she's got a ton of good ones. Wow. Unfortunately, all the descriptions are in the manual. We'll have to cross-reference. Wow. Lightning recall. Wait, if I get something from the third circle, can I use it right away? Or do I have to wait? Create food. Fireball, Wizard's Eye, Egress. Ice. Or can I only deal in first circle? Not sure. Wizard's Eye, I forget what that does too. Quill ink and parchment paper. Can I write my own scrolls or something? Scroll of cartography. Exorcism. Curse is sixth circle. I don't see being able to use a sixth circle right now. Like, there's probably no way that's possible. I do want to... Okay, can't touch her bookcase. Oh, she has a potion of major mana. Tastes like a mixture of basil, cloves, and sour apples. Incandescent crystal. A peculiar crystal that only grows in the Aleph Incandescent. A bookcase. Elixir of resistance. Doesn't say what these items are. Scroll of wind. Oh, I'm allowed to take that. Is that a glitch, I wonder, or is she offering that to me? I can take all the scrolls. No, you have to buy them. She's got them for sale. Why would she give them to me for free? That's a bug, or mistype there. I'm gonna save and see how long we've been playing. Probably time, yep. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you're finding this fascinating. I am utterly immersed. I mean, this is everything I hoped for and more. So I hope you guys are feeling the same way and enjoying yourselves. Hope you're enjoying yourselves enough to stick around for the next episode and beyond. Would love to have you guys next time. We'll probably buy some scrolls, get to buying some food, who knows, reading more books, which are fun. So I hope to see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys greatly. Much love, peace, and joy. Catch you in the next one with more Let's Play Aleph. Bye-bye.